If you're over 40 and still wearing the same casual pieces from your 20s, it's time we talk. Because your clothes send a message, and whether you realize it or not, certain casual staples are making you look dated, sloppy, or like you're trying too hard to stay young, and it's not always the obvious stuff. Some of these pieces are things you might not even think twice about, but they're quietly holding you back from looking like the confident, modern gentleman you actually are. So in this video, I'm breaking down 12 casual pieces gentlemen over 40 should never wear anymore, and what to wear instead. Let's start strong. Chapter 1. Long line t-shirts with dropped hems. Let's kick things off with a trend that's still lingering in closets, the long line tee. You know the one. It hangs well past your hips, often has a scoop or rounded hem, and gives you that weird tunic silhouette. It was trendy for a minute, mostly in streetwear, but for men over 40, it's one of the quickest ways to ruin your proportions. Here's the problem. These shirts throw your balance off completely. They make your torso look longer, your legs shorter, and they create a silhouette that doesn't flatter anyone over the age of 30, especially if you've got a bit of weight around the midsection. That exaggerated length just draws attention to it. They also tend to be made from thin, clingy fabrics that highlight areas we'd rather not emphasize. Not to mention that they feel try-hard, like you're reaching for a trend that's already past its peak. So what should you wear instead? Go back to classic fit crewneck tees with a straight hem that hits at mid-hip. That's the sweet spot. It frames your torso cleanly, complements your leg line, and looks structured even when you're keeping it casual. The fabric matters too. Look for something with substance, a mid-weight cotton or a cotton linen blend that drapes without clinging. Stick to solid colors or subtle textures. White, navy, charcoal, olive, or muted earth tones will always look masculine and modern. And if you want something with a touch more personality, try a structured pocket tee or a waffle knit crew, something that adds visual interest without shouting. Bottom line, skip the scoop hems. Stick with timeless cuts that work with your body, not against it. Chapter 2. Paper thin hoodies and sweatshirts. Comfort is key. I'm not here to tell you to dress like you're heading to a board meeting when you're just grabbing coffee. But there's a big difference between casual comfort and giving up. And nowhere is that more obvious than in those paper-thin hoodies and sweatshirts that collapse after one wash. You know the ones. The fabric's so thin you can see your belt through it. They stretch out at the cuffs. The hem curls. The hood is more decorative than functional. They're cheap, they lose shape fast, and they make your upper body look soft, not strong. Worse, they're not actually that comfortable. The thinner the fabric, the more it clings, especially around the belly and chest, which is not ideal once you're past your 20s. Here's the better option. Step up to a French terry or loop-back cotton hoodie. These are thicker, more structured, and far more flattering. Look for one with a slightly tailored fit. Not slim, not baggy. The kind you can layer under a bomber jacket or wear on its own with jeans and look like you meant to dress well. And don't overlook the details. Raglan sleeves, kangaroo pocket, heavy ribbed cuffs. These are the subtle elements that give your hoodie presence, not just fabric. Colors? Stick with mature neutral tones. Charcoal, forest green, off-white, heathered navy. Avoid neon, washed out brights, or anything with unnecessary logos. A quality hoodie doesn't scream for attention. It commands respect quietly. It shows you understand comfort, but you also care how you show up. That's the difference. Chapter 3. Ultra technical outdoor jackets for everyday use. This one's a little controversial. I'm not saying technical jackets are bad. If you're actually hiking, skiing, or heading into a storm, wear the gear. But when you're just going to the coffee shop or meeting friends for lunch, wearing a bright, zip-heavy, ultra-functional hiking jacket is overkill. And it looks out of place. And it's more common than you think. I see guys wearing outdoor gear as daily casual wear. Jackets with 10 zippers, reflective seams, cord locks, and logos big enough to see from space. These jackets are made for function, not for form. They're cut wide to layer over bulky gear. They sit awkwardly at the waist. And the bright colors and textures make them hard to pair with anything else you're wearing. It sends the message that you dressed for utility, not for style. And as a man over 40, your goal should be to blend comfort and function into something intentional, something cohesive. What should you wear instead? Try a Harrington jacket, a suede bomber, or a cotton field jacket. These outerwear pieces are still casual, but now they're structured. They have clean lines. They add to your outfit rather than clashing with it. A Harrington jacket in navy or olive looks incredible with jeans and a Henley. A brown suede bomber with chinos and a knit polo. That's timeless casual style done right. And yes, they're still comfortable. You're not sacrificing warmth or movement. You're just ditching the extra zippers and fluorescent panels that make you look like you wandered in from a mountaintop. You'll find some of my favorite everyday jacket pics linked in the description below. Chapter 4. Shiny synthetic golf polos in loud colors. Let's be real. These shirts are made for performance, not presence. If you've ever worn a polo that looks like it's made made of slippery athletic fabric with a corporate logo or bold stripe across the chest? You already know what I'm talking about. These polos are cut wide. They're often too long. They cling in strange places, and the shine makes you look sweaty even before you are. Yes, they're moisture wicking. Yes, they're lightweight, but they also look cheap, and definitely not like something a man of style would wear off the golf course. So what's the better alternative? Switch to a peak cotton or jersey knit polo. These materials offer just enough structure, a more natural drape, and a matte finish that looks sophisticated without being stiff. Go for a trim fit that follows the lines of your torso without being tight. And keep the color palette grounded. Navy, cream, olive, soft gray, or rust. If you want texture, try a knit polo with a ribbed collar and sleeves. If you want breathability, go for slub cotton. It feels light but looks premium. A proper polo is one of the most underrated casual pieces in a man's wardrobe when it's done right. And once you upgrade to a real polo made for men of presence, you'll never touch those shiny ones again. Chapter 5. Contrast stitching jeans. Let's talk about denim, because most men wear jeans almost daily, but the wrong pair of jeans can quietly sabotage your entire outfit. And one of the most overlooked signs of outdated denim is contrast stitching. You've seen it. Thick, bright orange or yellow stitching all along the seams, heavy back pocket embroidery, even fake whiskers faded into the thighs. These jeans were everywhere in the early 2000s, but today, they instantly date your outfit, and not in a charming vintage way. The problem isn't just the color of the stitching, it's the whole vibe. Contrast stitching makes your jeans look cheaper, flashier, and over-designed. They don't read as refined, they read as trying too hard. So what should you wear instead? Start with dark wash jeans in a slim straight fit. Look for tonal stitching. That means the thread matches the denim color. This subtle detail makes the jeans look cleaner, more modern, and far more versatile. No heavy distressing, no embroidered back pockets, no fading that looks like it was spray painted on. Just a well-cut, minimalist pair of jeans that fits your body and anchors every outfit, from a t-shirt and sneakers to a knit polo and loafers. If you only own one pair of jeans, make it dark, structured, and timeless. It'll make everything else you wear feel sharper, and that's the kind of confidence men over 40 should dress for. Chapter 6. Hooded flannel shirts. Now I know this one might hit close to home. The hooded flannel shirt, or shacket with a hoodie built in, is still hanging in a lot of guys' closets. It's marketed as cozy, rugged. It's something between lumberjack and loungewear. But here's the thing, it's not doing you any favors. It's bulky, it's shapeless, and the built-in hoodie adds nothing but visual clutter to your upper body. Worse, it's almost always made of stiff, low-grade fabric that feels cheap and boxy. It doesn't layer well, and it gives off a very juvenile look, more teenager at the skate park than adult with presence. What to wear instead? Go for a true overshirt or chore shirt in a textured fabric like twill, canvas, or heavy brushed cotton. Layer it over a basic tee or Henley. You get the same rugged feel without the gimmick of a fake hood. Color-wise, keep it simple. Olive, charcoal, dark navy, camel. These tones age well and work year-round. And make sure the fit is slightly relaxed but structured, clean in the shoulders, tapered through the body. If it looks like outerwear but feels like a shirt, you've nailed it. Ditch the built-in hoodie. Build the look yourself with better fabrics and smarter layers. That's how a grown man does casual style right. Chapter 7. Jogger shorts with drawstrings and elastic cuffs. Jogger-style shorts are one of those things that seem harmless. They're everywhere, they're stretchy, they're comfortable, so why not wear them out and about? Here's why: they don't flatter most adult male bodies. They bunch in strange places. The drawstring waistband usually adds bulk around your midsection, and the cuffed leg opening creates a weird balloon effect that shortens your legs and cuts off your silhouette. You end up looking like you're headed to the gym, or like you forgot to finish getting dressed. And when the fabric is synthetic or shiny, it just makes it worse. What to wear instead? Choose tailored casual shorts that feel just as comfortable but look 100 times better. Start with flat front jersey shorts, stretch cotton twill, or even French terry with structure. Look for a slim leg opening that hits about 1 to 2 inches above the knee. A slightly higher rise and clean waistband will create better lines and give your outfit a more refined shape, even in total comfort. Skip the big logos, skip the oversized branding. A plain pair in navy, taupe, gray, or olive will quietly elevate everything you pair with it, even a simple tee or casual sneaker. Casual doesn't mean careless, and at 40 plus you should feel relaxed and composed, even in your off-duty pieces. Chapter 8. Bold contrast collar polos or loud color blocking. Let's talk polos, because while they can be one of the best casual pieces a man over 40 owns, they can also be one of the worst if you choose the wrong kind. One of the biggest offenders? Polos with bold contrast collars or color block designs. You know the type: bright red body, white collar, black stripe across the chest, maybe even a number on the sleeve. These designs might have worked in your 30s, but now they come across as loud, overly sporty, and dated. especially if they're from brands that slap giant logos all over the place. They don't say refined, they say clearance rack from 5 summers ago. Here's what to wear instead: a knit polo in a solid or heathered tone, ribbed sleeves, flat hem, natural drape. This gives you texture and presence without shouting. And unlike basic cotton polos, a knit polo holds its shape, smooths out the torso, and gives you a smarter silhouette, even when you're dressing down. Color-wise, go muted. Try sage, deep navy, washed burgundy, or even cream. These colors are flattering on mature skin tones and feel masculine without being boring. And yes, I've linked a few of my favorite modern, age-appropriate polos down below if you're ready to make the swap. It's not about avoiding color, it's about choosing the right kind of contrast, the kind that elevates your presence instead of distracting from it. Chapter 9. Branded baseball caps with curved logos or mesh backs. Let's talk headwear, because the wrong baseball cap can ruin an otherwise great outfit fast. And the worst offender? The over-branded mesh-backed cap with a curved, faded logo from your local golf course or favorite fishing gear company. Now don't get me wrong, a cap is totally acceptable casual wear, even over 40. But once you throw on a hat with loud embroidery, bright lettering, and a sweat-stained brim, it starts to send the wrong message. It doesn't say confident, it says grabbed whatever was in the trunk of the car. And if the cap is mesh-backed with a snap closure, it's even worse because now it's not just casual, it's careless. What should you wear instead? Upgrade to a minimalist structured cap. Look for one made of cotton twill, wool blend, or brushed canvas. No flashy logos, no foam fronts, no gimmicky patches. Think clean lines and understated tones. Navy, charcoal, dark olive, or beige. A cap like this can be paired with a Henley, a bomber, even a crew neck and chinos, and still look sharp. The key is simplicity, because when the rest of your outfit is intentional, your accessories should support that, not distract from it. So ditch the mesh back billboard cap, pick up a sleek structured one. And now, you've got a grown man's casual look that still feels effortless. Chapter 10. Excessively low V-neck t-shirts. I know, it might sound like a minor detail, but the cut of your t-shirt neckline says a lot more than you think. And one of the biggest style mistakes I see guys over 40 make? Wearing deep V-neck tees. Now I get the idea. So you think it's slimming. Maybe you're trying to show off your chest or avoid the crew neck choke effect. But here's the reality. A deep V rarely flatters anyone, especially past 40. Why? Because it draws the eye downward, exaggerates chest exposure, and often draws attention to areas we're better off minimizing. Chest hair, neck wrinkles, sun damage. It can feel a little too trying to be sexy, which ironically comes off as less confident. What's the better move? Go with a classic crew neck or a shallow V-neck with a higher line. Something that still opens up your neckline, but doesn't plunge halfway to your sternum. If you want something even more refined, try a band collar tee or a Henley with 2 or 3 buttons. That slight structure at the collar elevates the look instantly, without trying too hard. And again, the fabric matters. Mid-weight cotton, slub knit, or even a breathable bamboo blend if you run warm. It'll sit better on your frame and hold shape throughout the day. T-shirt mistakes are subtle, but they're visible. Get the neckline right, and your casual outfits instantly look sharper, stronger, and more intentional. Chapter 11. Waffle knit thermals. Worn as standalone shirts. Waffle knits have a time and place. They're cozy, textured, and great for layering, especially in cooler months. But here's the mistake I see. Men wearing thin, waffle knit thermals as standalone tops. You know the look. The fabric's see-through, the buttons sag open, and the whole thing looks more like underwear than an actual shirt. The problem is, waffle thermals were originally designed as a base layer, not as your main top. Worn alone, they usually lack structure, cling to the body awkwardly, and give off a just rolled out of bed vibe. Not exactly what you're going for as a gentleman over 40. What should you wear instead? If you love texture, reach for a waffle knit that's made to be seen, meaning it's heavier, better constructed, and has a proper neckline. Even better, layer it. Use it as a base under an overshirt, shacket, or bomber, or pair it with a lightweight vest for added depth. Alternatively, go for a structured knit Henley or a long sleeve crew with subtle ribbing. These give you that same casual warmth, but with the weight and design of a real shirt, not underwear. Details matter. And when you swap out flimsy thermals for structured knitwear, you go from lazy to laid back but polished instantly. Chapter 12. Belts with huge buckles or flashy hardware. We're ending on a big one, literally. Oversized belt buckles, big metallic logos, or ultra-detailed hardware that pulls focus away from everything else you're wearing. This is one of those pieces that seems harmless, but it quietly ruins an outfit. You might think it adds personality or flair, but in reality it just shouts, loudly, and not in a good way. Especially on men over 40, a flashy belt buckle says one of two things. I'm stuck in the early 2000s, or I'm overcompensating for something. So what should you wear instead? A sleek sleek, full-grain leather belt with a simple matte finish buckle, brown or black depending on your shoes. No ornate details, no oversized letters, just clean, understated confidence. Want to take it up a notch? Try a woven leather belt for texture, or a suede option in a rich tone like chocolate or taupe. These give your outfit quiet depth without stealing the spotlight. And here's the best part. A clean belt elevates everything else you're wearing. Even with jeans and a t-shirt, it tells people, I've thought about the details. And those details, they're what separates stylish men from everyone else. And if you're ready to take your casual wardrobe to the next level, I've linked everything I mentioned in the description below. These aren't throwaway fast fashion pieces. They're well-made, tailored for men over 40, and built to last, which means they'll not only look better today, they'll still look great a year from now. Yes, they're a bit more of an investment than what you'll find on the bargain rack, but that's exactly why they work. Better fabrics, better fit, and they send the right message that you're a man who knows how to show up well, even when you're dressing casually. So scroll down, take a look, and start building a wardrobe that reflects the gentleman you've become. Because once you upgrade your everyday pieces, everything else falls into place.